we'll discuss the other part of topic 1. So in this part, right, I will explain to you what is business ethics, what is social responsibility. So this part actually very important for your group assignment. Okay, it's very important for your group assignment part 3. Okay, so in this part, right, I will teach you the way how you manage your employee behavior. Okay, so here actually want to let you know that what is meant by business ethics. So business ethics is referred to the standard and the principle determined by the top management. Okay, so as a top manager, as a leader of the business firm, we need to set a policy. Okay, so we need to draft. We need to draft an ethical principle, and then we need to provide training. We need to let our employee know what are the right and what are the wrong thing in the workplace. Okay, what they can do, what they cannot do in the workplace. Okay. Social responsibility. What is the meaning of social responsibility? So this one means as a business firm, we are not only concerned with the profit. We also need to do something. We also need to engage in some activity to help the society. Okay. We also, as a business person, as a business firm, we also need to protect the environment. We need to protect our employee. Okay, so this is the meaning for social responsibility. Okay, so why we need to manage our firm in ethical way? Actually, it provides a lot of benefit. Okay, so let's say we manage our firm in. Student, wait for a while. Can you all hear me?
Can.
Oh, okay. Okay, so just I mentioned why we need to manage our firm in ethical way. Why we need to manage our firm. Why we our business firm need to engage in social responsibility event, because if our firm reputation good, let's say our business firm image good, we can attract customer. We can keep our loyal customer with us, and we also can attract a top talented employee to join our firm. Okay, and not only this, we also can attract our investor. Okay, we also can attract more investor invest in our firm. Okay, so the firm that are highly ethical tend to more benefit, tend to more profitable with more satisfied employee and customer. So this is why we need to. This is why I need to teach you the way how to manage your employee behavior in your firm. Okay. So in this topic, first of all, we took a look at the role of ethics. Why ethics so important? Okay. Why social responsibility in the business is so important? Okay. Then after that, the second part in this topic, I will let you know. Okay. So I will teach you what are the several business ethics issues. So once we recognize this is a business ethics issue already, right? So we will try to avoid. Okay, we can try to teach our employee, we can try to teach our manager not to behave like that. Okay, not to engage in all this unethical conduct. Okay? So these are the purpose of this topic. Okay, so the learning objective of this topic is first of all, I want to explain to you what is meant by business ethics and social responsibility, and I also want to explain to you why we need to manage our employee behavior, why we need to teach our employee behave in ethical way. Okay, why business ethics, why social responsibility so important for business firm. Okay, then the second objective of this topic is I want to let you know. Okay, I want to teach you how to detect some of the ethical issue that may arise in the business. Okay, and we try to avoid it. We try to tell our employee, tell the whole employee within our firm, we cannot do like that. This is unethical. Okay. Then the third part, I will teach you how to promote ethical behavior. How you improve how to improve the ethical behavior in your business firm. Okay. Then fourth part, I will explain to you what are the 4 dimensions of social responsibility. Okay. And then the last part, I will explain to you what are the duty, okay, what are the responsibility of business to the shareholder, owner, to employee, consumer, environment, and community. Okay, so these are the knowledge you will learn in this topic. Okay, so at first, I want to explain to you what is business ethic, what is personal ethic. Okay, so business ethic, we are defined it. Business ethic, right? We are defined as principle and standard that set by the top manager, set by the business owner. Okay, that determine acceptable conduct in the business organization. Okay, so meaning as a leader in the firm, okay, let's say I set up my own my tuition center. I am the owner, right? I am the leader, right? So I need to set an ethical principle. I need to set some code of ethics to let our employee know what they can do. Okay, what is right behavior in the workplace? What is unethical behavior in the workplace? So I need to set the regulation to manage the behavior. Okay. Personal ethic is this one. Personal ethic is your own value. It's your own ethical value. Okay. It's your own principle. Okay. It's your own standard of conduct. Okay. Because we come from different background. We have different ethical view. Certain things right to you, but not necessarily right to me. Okay, so this is the meaning. Okay, so these are the difference between the business ethic and also the personal ethic. Okay, so business ethic is the standard set by business leader to determine what is the acceptable behavior in the workplace. Okay, like for example, we need to teach our employee they cannot steal company item. They cannot during the normal hour. They cannot do their personal thing. So we need to set the policy, okay, to manage our employee behavior. And then business ethic also referred to as a leader. As a top leader in the company, we need to set a rules, and then we tell our employee they cannot accept bribery. Okay, later I will let you know this. Okay, so acceptable business behavior not only determined by the leader, not only determined by the organizations. Okay, it also determined by the stakeholder. Okay, so meaning as a leader, we need to set a policy. Okay, we need to tell our employee they have a duty to the customer. Okay, we need to protect our customer safety, health and safety. Okay, we need to fair to our supplier, so we need to set a rules. Okay, we need to tell our employee. Okay, tell our manager. We need to pay to our supplier on time. Okay, and we also need to set certain policy to manage our supplier behavior. We need to tell our supplier they cannot hire child labor. The material that produced by them must be in the good quality. Okay, and then as a leader, we also need to set a ethical policy, and then we teach the whole member in our firm. We also need to fair to our competitor. Okay, we need to follow the law and the public member. Okay, we need to set a policy. We need to set a regulation and teach our employee how to protect the environment. Okay. Okay, and acceptable business behavior also determined by our individual personal principle. Okay, so meaning acceptable business behavior also determined by the leader, the top leader. Okay, so like for example, we cannot steal our company information. Okay, so this is our individual personal principle and value. Okay, so here we'll let you know that as a leader in the business firm, right, very important, we need to create a strong ethical culture in our company. Okay, so as a manager, we need to show good example to our employee. Okay, so as a top manager in the firm, we need to commit to the ethical culture. We need to follow the policy. Okay, we need to, as a manager, we need to follow the policy set by the company. We need to show a good behavior. Okay, so and then okay, as a top manager in the company, we must clearly communicate company expectation for ethical behavior to all the employee. As a leader, we also need to train our employee. Okay, so we need to teach all the manager and supervisor in the business about the company ethic policy. Okay, we need to tell our manager they cannot receive publicly. They cannot have. We also need to teach all our employee manager, all our employee within our firm. We tell them they cannot has conflict of interest. They cannot misuse company resources. Okay, we need to educate that. Okay, and we also need to train our employee and manager. Okay, on what to do if an ethic crisis occurs. Okay, we also need to train our employee. If they found that someone in our firm engaged in misconduct, perform some unethical behavior, what they can do? Okay, where they can complain to. So we need to, as a leader in the firm, we need to do this. Okay, in order to manage our employee ethical behavior. Okay. Okay, so now in this part, I want to explain to you what is meant by social responsibility. Okay, very important because in your group assignment part 3, you need to understand what is meant by social responsibility. Okay, so here we'll let you know that in order to manage our firm image, in order to earn long-term profit, a business should not only focus on profit, but as a business person, we also need to consider the social implication, the social effect of our business activity. Okay, so meaning as a responsibility business person, we have a duty to protect environment. We have a duty to help the society. Okay, not only not only concern profit. Okay, we also need to involve in certain activity, certain event to help the society. Okay, like for example, our firm can donate money to charity organization so that we can help the society. Okay, example lah. Okay, so what is the meaning of social responsibility? Okay, so the meaning for social responsibility is business have obligation, duty. Okay, business has duty to maximize its positive impact and minimize its negative impact on the society. Okay, so in short, here means that social responsibility means that a business firm has the duty to do something that do not harm the society. Okay, so meaning as a business firm, as a leader of the business, we need to find a way, we need to install certain system to protect the environment. Okay, we need to treat our employee fairly. Okay, we need to respect our customer. Okay, we need to ensure our product offered to them will not harm them, will not cause them get injury. Okay, and not only this, as a business person, we also have a duty to our investor. We need to manage our firm in ethical way so that we can earn long-term profit. Okay, and then as a responsibility business person, we also need to return the dividend to them, to investor. So this is the meaning for social responsibility. Okay, and as a responsibility business person, company, we also need to follow the law. Okay, we also need to follow the law set by the government. Okay, so now student, here I want to show you, these are the several example of social responsibility involved by the organization. Okay, so like for example, BMW, okay, BMW company, they grading program such as the school environmental education development project. So this event actually help to raise awareness of social and environmental issue. Okay, so this is one of the example of social responsibility. And then the other example of social responsibility is as a responsible business firm, we need to produce a product that reduce carbon footprint. Okay, we need to try to protect the environment. Okay, we try to install certain advanced filter system so that our our factory chemical substance will not fall into the river. Okay, protect environment. Okay, we try to produce green product to protect the environment. Okay, then the other example of social responsibility is as a responsibility business firm, we also need to improve labor policy. Okay, we need to treat all our employees fairly and ethically. Okay, we need to pay salary to our employee on time. Okay, we need to treat everyone fair, regardless gender. Okay, so we need to provide fair opportunity. We need to provide fair promotion opportunity, regardless you are female or male. Okay, so these are the example of social responsibility. Not only this, okay, the third example of social responsibility that company can involve in is we also need to fair to our competitor. Okay, our business firm also need to participate in fair trade. Okay, and then a socially responsibility firm also can donate money, can donate some food to help the society. So these are the examples of social responsibility. Okay, so you check after you select your company for your group assignment, so analyze what are the events. Okay, so what are the events that your business organization involved in to help the society, to benefit the society. Okay, so these are the several examples. Okay, so here, student, I want to explain to you actually what is the difference between social responsibility and ethics. They are look quite similar. Okay, but they do have certain different. Okay, so ethics, we are referred to the decision made by an individual or work group that society evaluate as right or wrong. Okay, so like for example, we as a typically consumer, we may be concerned about a healthcare organization overcharging the government for medical care service. Okay, so we think this company overcharge the price of medicine is unethical. Okay, this one is meaning of ethical. Okay, then for the social responsibility is a broader concept that concern the impact of the entire organization activity on society. Okay, example, as a consumer, we might concern about the impact, the effect that this overcharging will have on the ability of the healthcare system to provide ethical service for all citizens. Okay, so we will concern about the effect on this overcharging. Okay, because not all the citizens we are from the rich family. Certain citizens they are not afford. Okay, so these are the different. Okay. Okay. Any question you want to ask me? Okay. If no, I continue. So student, this part, right? I want to let you know that as a business person, as a leader in the firm, okay, as a responsible business firm, we need to follow the law. We need to obey to all the law and regulations set by the government. Okay, because most of the basic ethical and social responsibility concern has been codified by the law and regulation. Okay, like for example, government already set the law. We cannot involve in insider trading. Okay, meaning we cannot involve in conflict of interest. Okay, so and then the other example of law is like for example, we cannot steal company information and sell to others. We cannot steal. We cannot involve in stealing. Okay, if we involve in stealing, if we caught, we can go to jail. Okay, so this is the meaning. Okay, this is the meaning. Okay, so meaning at the minimum, as a responsibility manager, we need to follow the law set by the government. Okay, so here I want to let you know that as a business person, we need to follow the business law set by government, set by parliament. Okay, like for example, in Malaysia, we have Consumer Protection Act. So we need to respect our customer right. Okay, we need to produce a product, a good quality product to our customer. Okay, ensure our product will not harm our consumer health and safety. Okay, because if our product cause consumer get injury, they can sue us on because we have a law. Okay, so we need to follow the law. Okay, so actually, if we follow the law, okay, we can avoid many problems and conflict. Okay, let's say if we follow the law, many problems and conflict could be avoided. Okay, we can protect our firm. Okay, we can protect our firm not to get fined. Okay, so these are the things. Okay, then here, I want to let you know that here, okay, so this part, I want to let you know that regardless of what an individual believes about a particular action, if society judge it to be unethical or wrong, whether correctly or not, that society judgment directly affect an organization's ability to achieve its goal. So that's why very important as a leader, we need to teach, we need to tell our employee, we need to set a policy to govern our employee, okay, to control their behavior, not let them to engage in misconduct, okay, not let them to behave unethically. Because if our employee, our manager, as a leader, we engage in unethical conduct, it will affect our business image. Okay, like for example, let's say I am the leader in a company, I receive publicly, and public member know already, it will affect my firm image. The public member will boycott my firm. It will affect my business. Okay, so that's why as a leader, okay, we need to tell, okay, we need to govern our employee ethical behavior. Okay, so here we let you know that many firms are recognized for ethical conduct. Okay, so meaning if our company have a strong code of ethics, if we can manage our firm, our employee behave in ethical way, many customers, they know us. Okay, so like for example, this one. Okay, like for example, Petronas. Okay, you know Petronas company, right? Okay, so Petronas company, this corporation, right? They have their own code of conduct to control their employee behavior one. Okay, so if we can manage our firm in the ethical way, actually our investor will support us, public member will support us. Okay, so student, if you have time, I mean, okay, let's say if you have spare time, right? You can go to read this. Okay, so this is Petronas Code of Conduct and Business Ethics. We, as a leader, we need to develop this. Okay, develop this code of conduct to control our employee behavior. Okay. Okay, so because, okay, why we need to have a code of conduct in our firm? Okay, because many ethical conflict, okay, many ethical conflict can evolve into legal dispute when cooperative conflict resolution cannot be accomplished. Okay, so if we follow the, I mean, okay, if we behave in ethical way, okay, so many conflict we can avoid one. Okay, not only this, we also can avoid legal, I mean, okay, legal dispute. Okay, so like for example, Samsung, why Samsung company sue Apple company? Okay, because Samsung company occurs, Apple company copy their product design. Okay, Apple company also sue Samsung. Okay, so Apple company also say, also occurs, Samsung company copy their product design, copy their idea. Okay, so let's say we follow the, let's say if we behave ethical way, we don't copy others' idea. Okay, actually all these issue will not happen. Okay. Okay, so this one, it will let you know that, okay, this is important to understand that business ethics goes beyond the legal issue. Okay, so meaning as a leader, we sometimes as a leader, right, we need to use our common sense to make decision. Okay, we need to, we ourselves, okay, need to become ethic person. Okay, because not all the thing cover in the law. Okay, not all the thing, okay, will cover in the law. Okay, so let's say certain issue not covered in the law, then we need to, then okay, as a leader, as a business person, right, we need to use our ethical judgment. Okay, we need to use our ethic common sense to make the right decision. Okay, like for example, I'll give you an example. Let's say I set up a factory in Vietnam. You know Vietnam, right? Cambodia, all this country. You know, right? Their law, their country law is not so, not so complete like Western country one. Okay, so let's say I set a factory in Cambodia. They, in that country, maybe they don't have child labor protect. They don't have the labor protect. The Child Labor Protection Act there. Okay, so if I am the business person, set up factory there, can I hire children to help me or not? Can, right? Because no law there. If I hire children, I am not against the law. Okay, but as a good person, as an active business person, I should not hire children to help me. Okay, because children, they should attend the school, not to help me. Okay, so these are the meaning for him. Okay, because not all the things covered in the law. Okay, not all the country, they have a comprehensive law to protect the citizen. Okay, so I mean during this time, as a person, we need to use our common sense to make ethical decision. Okay. Okay, so then now in this part, right, I want to teach you how to detect ethical issue in the business. Okay, how to recognize the ethical issue in the business. So once you know this is ethical issue, then you yourself, I mean in the future, you yourself will try to avoid it, and you can teach your employee. You can teach other people. You can tell other people not to behave in this behavior. This is unethical. Okay, so now we look at it. What are the ethical issues in the business? Okay, so the first common ethical issue in the business is bribery. Okay, this one very unethical. Okay, as a leader, we need to set a policy, and then we need to train up. Tell our employee, the whole member in our firm, tell them we cannot receive bribery. Okay, so you know what's mean by bribery, like? Okay, so bribery, we are referred to payment, gift, or special favor intended to influence the outcome of a decision. You know what's mean by bribery, right? Like for example, the under-table money. Like for example, Brian. Okay, like for example, I am supplier of Brian. Brian is a purchasing manager. Okay, so because of his position, he can make some decision. Okay, so I am the supplier. I want to get Brian company business. Okay, so I give Brian some money, or I give a very expensive gift to Brian. Okay, and then I discuss with Brian. Okay, can I get? Can you support my business? Can I get your business contract? Okay, so this is the meaning for bribery. Okay, so if Brian, you receive my luxury gift, meaning you receive the bribery. Okay, so this one cannot. This one is considered ethical issue. This one considered unethical behavior in the business. Okay, but we also need to be careful. Okay, we also need to be careful. Okay, so like for example, let's say because different culture we have different society, different country we have different culture. Okay, so we need to be aware. Okay, so like for example, let's say I am the international manager. I'm doing business in Japan. Okay, so when I visit my client, I cannot visit them without anything. They will think I am very impolite one. Okay, so the culture of Japan is I need to give them something one. I need to provide them some gift when the first time meeting one. Okay, but if I am doing business in United States, I cannot give anything. Okay, I cannot provide any gift to my American client. They will consider they will consider this is bribery. Okay, so please be aware. Okay, but as a leader, we need to tell our employee. We need to set a law. Okay, we need to set a policy in our company. Okay, and then we need to tell we need to tell all our employees within our firm, tell them not to receive bribery. Cannot. Okay. Then this one, misuse of company time. This one also another ethical issue. Okay, another ethical problem in the business. Okay, so that I think before you study this, you will think that during the working time, we surf internet, we go to Shopee to perform online purchases normal, right? But actually, this is considered unethical. Okay, so we need to set a policy. We need to set a regulation to control our behavior. We need to tell our employee during the normal work time, 9 to 6, they cannot use our company computer, internet to surf Facebook or to perform online shopping. Okay, we need to teach our employee this. Okay. Then this one also another common ethical issue appear in the business. Okay, so after we know already, we try to teach we try to tell other people not to behave like that. Okay, and as a leader in the future, try not to behave like that. Okay, so the third common ethical problem for employee in the workplace is this one. Okay, some of the manager, some of the colleague, they show very abusive, very rude and intermediary behavior. Okay, so this one is a common ethical problem for the employee. Okay, so as a leader, we need to set a law. We need to set a policy to govern this behavior. Okay, so what is abusive and intimidating behavior? Okay, so abusive behavior include the actions such as physical threat. Like for example, you push someone, you push other people in the firm. Okay, false accusation. Someone in your office, they mention about the profanity word. Okay, dirty word. Okay, the 4-letter word. Okay, that word. Okay, and then the other example of abusive behavior in the workplace is you also need to tell your employee, your whole employee in your firm, and yourself. Okay, you also need to remind yourself. Okay, do not insult others. Okay, example. Okay, what is mean by insult means like for example, supervisor call his team member stupid. This one is considered unethical. Okay, cannot yelling, shout. Okay, and then you also need to tell your employee they cannot unreasonably. Okay, they cannot unreasonable ignoring someone. Okay, this one are ethical. Okay, and then we also need to set a policy and not allow bullying in the workplace. Okay, so bullying also another ethical issue in the workplace. Okay, so then these are the action associated with bullying in the office. Okay, so we need to set a policy and then we need to control our employee. They cannot do all this. They cannot show all this action. Okay, so action associated with bullying, we have someone spreading rumors to damage others. Okay, so this is one bullying action. Okay, and then the second action associated with bullying in the workplace is someone blocking other communication in the workplace. Okay, supervisor show status. Okay, so the manager, they say, you don't ask me anything, you just follow what I say. Okay, and then the other action associated with bullying in the workplace is we also need to tell all our employees within our firm they cannot discrediting others' idea and opinion. Okay, so cannot show this behavior. Okay, because this behavior is considered bullying. Okay, bully other. Okay, and then we also need to tell our employee, the whole employee. All employee within our firm, they cannot use email to demean others. Okay, cannot insult other people, yelling and shouting. This one is considered bullying. Okay, and we also need to teach our employee, tell them they cannot use some terminology to discriminate by gender, race, and age. Okay, so these are the action considered bully in the workplace. Okay. Then other than that, this one also another unethical behavior in the workplace. We also need to tell our employee not to behave like that. Okay, so we need to set a policy and control. Tell our employee they cannot steal our company's resources. They cannot misuse our company resources. We need to tell our employee they cannot use our company internet to serve their personal email. They cannot use our computer, our company computer, our internet to download the music. Okay, they cannot do they cannot perform non-job activity during the work time. So we need to set rules to govern our employee. Okay, and as an employee, after we know this, right, we try to avoid it. Okay? We try not to behave like that because it's considered unethical. Okay, unethical in office. Okay, and then we also need to control our employee. Don't let them submitting personal expenses on company report. Okay, and then we also need to control this. We also need to let our employee know, tell them they cannot use our company photo machine for their personal use. Okay, this is very common. Okay, like for example, some of the staff, they will use the company photo machine to print their own document. Okay, so we need to set a law to govern them. We need to set we need to set an ethical policy in our company to govern all this. Okay, to control all this behavior. Okay, so here we'll let you know that what are the ways to prevent all this ethical issue. Okay, so as a business leader, we need to draft an we need to draft an ethical policy in our office. Okay, so to prevent company resources abuse. Okay, and then this one also another ethical issue that we need to avoid. Okay, so as a leader, we need to recognize this is ethical issue, and then we try to teach other members in our firm not to behave like that. Okay, so as a staff, we cannot have conflict of interest. Okay, so meaning as a manager in the firm, we are supposed to help our company earn profit. Okay, we are not supposed to gain our personal benefit. Okay, by using our position, we cannot do like that. Okay, so we need to, as a leader, we need to teach. We need to tell our employee. Okay, they cannot involve in conflict of interest. Okay, so then what is meant by conflict of interest at the workplace is all this. Okay, so like for example, let's say I am the manager in the company. I have the power, right? I have the power to make decision. Okay, so like for example, now my company want to renovate. They want to install, okay, my company want to install some projector. Okay, so I am the manager. I can make a decision now. Okay, so I can make a decision. This contract pass to who? Okay, so let's say like for example, my brother. Okay, my brother, he also he has the business involved in renovation one. Okay, so he can offer my company through projector. Okay, and he also can offer me help my company install the projector without charge the installation cost. Okay, so let's say I pass a contract to him, so I am involved in conflict of interest. Okay, because I cannot pass the project like that. Okay, I suppose advise my brother follow the proper procedure. He need to submit the tender the tender. The tender to the company and let my company decide whether pass this project to him or not. Okay. Then the other example of conflict of interest at the workplace is this one. Like for example, I am the officer. Okay. Like for example, okay, I am the let's say I am the consultant. Okay, consultant in the company. Okay, I cannot offer a paid service after my work time. Okay, I cannot offer paid service after work to a company, customer or supplier. This one is considered conflict of interest. Okay, and then the other example is like, for example, morning I am the lecturer in TIUC. Okay, but in the evening I work part-time. I work part-time in Sunway College. So this is also example of conflict of interest. I cannot do like that. Okay. So these are the several example of conflict of interest at the workplace. Okay. So how to avoid it is we need to tell our employee. Okay. So we need to teach our employee they must separate their personal financial interest from business dealing. Okay, so we need to set a policy. We need to set a code to control it. Okay, so then here I also want to show you insider trading is one of the example of conflict of interest. Okay, so what's meant by insider trading? Okay, so insider trading means we as a internal staff, okay, we buying or selling of stock company share by insider who possess material information that is still not public. So this one also one of the example of conflict of interest. Okay, like for example, what is the example of insider trading? Example, let's say I am the board member of a company. Okay, let's say I am a board member of a company. I have a power to attend the. I have a right to attend some private and confidential meeting. Okay, so from that meeting, I know that my company going to merge, and I also know that this information will announce next day. Okay, so this once this information announced, right, our company's share will increase. Okay, the price of my company share will likely to go up. Okay, so if I able to buy my company share, I can earn profit. But the problem is I am the insider. I am the board member of this company. I cannot buy. Okay, because this information haven't go public, and I also internal staff, so I cannot buy. So what to do? I ask my mother to buy. Okay, I buy 1,000 share of my company in my mother name. Okay, so that I can earn the profit. Okay, so that I can earn a profit using my insider knowledge. This one is considered unethical. Okay, this one, if I caught, I will get fired. Okay, I will go to jail. Okay, I will sue by the law. Okay, then the other example of conflict of interest is we receive the public. So this one also conflict of interest. Okay, so like for example, I am the purchasing agent. Yi Chen, you are my supplier. So you want to get my company contract. Okay, so you give me a very luxury trip and gift. If I accept, meaning I am in the conflict of interest. Okay. So this one cannot. This one is considered unethical behavior in the workplace. So we need to educate. We need to teach our employee they cannot do like that. Okay, we also need to set a policy. We also need to set a code of ethics to control our employee behavior. Okay. Okay, so in this part, actually, I want to let you know that as a business person, we also need to, we also need to fair to all the party. Okay, and as a responsibility business firm and a business, business person, we also need to honest to all the party. Okay, so meaning when we advertise our product, we need to provide a truth information. We cannot use, when we promote our product, when we advertise our product, okay, we cannot use false and misleading information. Okay, we cannot misleading our customer. Okay, cannot do like that. Okay, very unethical. Okay, so like for example, my store is sell the what we call the kitchen. The kitchen appliance one. Okay, so let's say like for example, I advertise my company dishwasher at a very low price. Okay, and then in the advertising, I mentioned that my company dishwasher, dishwasher is limited one. Okay, is supply. The supply are very limited one. Okay, so the purpose is I want to attract my customer enter to my store. Okay, so when the customer arrive at my store, then I told them the advertised model is sold out, and I show them more expensive dishwasher. So this one is considered misleading. Okay, and then as an active business leader, okay, we also cannot use dishonor personal selling tactic. Okay, so like for example, actually our product quality is not that good one, but we tell our customer our product quality good. Okay, so we cannot do like that. Okay, and then one more thing, when we label our product information in the labeling tag, we also need to be honest. Okay, we cannot use misleading statement in our product label. Okay, we cannot cheat our customer. We cannot cheat the public member. Okay. Okay, so this part actually I want to let you know that how we tell our employee what are the ethical behavior within the business. So we need to tell our employee they cannot reveal our company's secret to the party. Okay, so how to govern this? We can ask our employee sign a contract. Okay, we need to tell our employee. Okay, we need to tell all our employees within our firm, tell them they cannot reveal our company's secret to other party. Okay, and then we also need to remind our employee they need to meet their obligation and responsibility. Okay, they need to ensure they produce a product in a good quality. Okay, they need to ensure they do not receive publicly. Okay, so these are the ethical behavior within a firm that we can tell our employee. Okay, and we also need to tell our manager. We also need to remind ourselves not to force other people to act unethically. Okay, so these are the role of ethics in the business. Okay, and then student, this one also another ethical issue in the workplace. Okay, we cannot steal, we cannot copy other ideas. Okay, so plagiarism. Okay, so plagiarism we are referred to plagiarism. Okay, we are defined as taking someone else's work and presenting it as your own without mentioning the sources. So this is meaning for plagiarism. Okay, so we cannot copy other idea. Okay, so this is very unethical behavior. Okay, so like for example, okay, so what are the plagiarism behavior in the workplace? Example like that. Okay, so example in the business, when an employee copy, report, or take the word or take the idea of others and present it as his or her own. So this one is considered plagiarism, is considered unethical. So we need to set certain policy to govern this. Okay, meaning we need to, we as a leader, we need to tell our employee, we cannot do this. Okay, and as a leader, we also need to show a right behavior. Okay, so as a leader, we also cannot involve in plagiarism. Okay. Okay, so student, I think for today's lesson, we will stop until this part. How to improve ethical behavior in the places, I will teach, we will discuss later. Okay, so we stop here. Okay, so we will stop today's discussion at this part. The remaining part we discuss later. Okay, any question you want to ask me? Okay, so should I any question you want to ask me? Okay, so member in DSC group, any question you want to ask me? Other member in this group, anything you want to ask me? Hey Yi, you want to ask if the leader I choose is stepped down as CEO, he is a co-founder. I think you better choose the current CEO. Easy for you to write it. You want to choose Jack Ma, Peggy, or who else? Which leader you want to select? You want to select Larry Page. Okay, can accept. Okay, Peggy can accept. Okay, so member here, you still have anything you want to ask me? Any question? DSC 6. Junwei, I checked my drive already. The video still haven't generated. So I need to wait for, you need to wait for a while. I think I will post all the video on Friday. Okay? Junwei. Okay, thank you, class. We end our class now. Yeah, replacement class for the Chinese New Year, I will arrange it. So many classes